This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
We're going to start with basketball this morning. Yesterday, the NBA All-Star Game was on, and they all fly into town to make sure that they put on a show, the NBA's greatest players. They were terrible. I've been watching it for a number of years, and it's just hit the skids.
Why is that? They just don't care about it?
No, there's no contact in the game. It's
Yeah, I mean, you can't have them going there and getting injured, obviously.
I understand that, but in the past, you've seen them play to a level where it's half competitive.
Yeah.
This isn't. So here's the score. The East team scored 211 points
So
in a game of basketball.
Not a lot of defence then.
An average NBL game, Nathan's probably in the 90s.
Yeah.
So what was the other team? What are the other
Well, they
team?
don't play any defence. They basically stand out and court.
Oh, so you're not allowed to touch anyone anymore?
Yeah, in a nutshell, yeah. So I don't see any value with that.
Nah,
Damien
it's just
Lillard
score
was the
fest.
MVP of the game. And
He scored 140
he
points.
scored, well, I think he scored 39, but anyway.
Oh, that's not much of a contribution.
The crowd booed him when he won and got the trophy, yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
You don't want people getting knocked out, but
No,
you want
absolutely
some
not.
contact.
Yeah, I think
Is all sport going this way? Because we're learning more.
Yeah.
Like, what's sport going to be in 20 years?
No,
The only one that's
standing
not
around saying, excuse me.
State of Origin's the only one that's not. They still want to kill one another.
they
Yeah,
absolutely
even
do.
if they're teammates. Yeah.
But getting back to where the sport's going, remember when we used to play State of Origin AFL and the teams used to smash into each other?
Yeah.
And then the clubs who have got a lot invested in each individual player say, no, you're not playing anymore. Now we don't have the comp. I can see it going that way because you don't want those players getting injured. They're on a $150 million contract,
exactly.
so that can't happen. Locally, though, great news for Bryce Cotton, who won the MVP of the league in the
Number
NBL.
4.
Wait there, when he's been the MVP previously, they don't give it to him. So why this time?
4 out of 8.
Oh, is this Perth? Or this?
No, this is the
he's
league.
won the
Oh,
league.
really?
Yeah,
League
so now it's
MVP. So his fourth time, yeah.
Yeah, so Andrew Gaze has won it 7 times, who the award's named after, and Bryce is now stands alone as 4-time MVP of the league.
So he's second on that list.
on him.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's really good that he's recognised, and you're right, Nathan, he probably should have won another, at least twice,
yeah.
I would think. He's had an enormous impact on the league because now you've got all those American guys who are good players thinking, hey, this is legit.
Yeah.
This is just not a C-grade league around the world. This is pretty good competition.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because we were thinking if they saw it like when Debbie Gibson comes over and does I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And it's like, well, Debbie Gibson's got nothing else on. These people are actually seeing it as a legitimate place to play out their career, or as a step.
And also the next stars that are coming in and then going on to, Alex Sutter talking about him being number 1 draft pick in the NBA.
Yeah,
and so
it's phenomenal.
that's so instead of going to the college system, they're coming here to play, which just goes to show we're great.
Well,
Right?
the other thing with that, and we had a problem, I think our discussion was more so off air, but my understanding of playing NBL is that you would make a reasonable amount of money if you're the best player in the league.
Yeah.
But now we're finding out that if you are the best player in the league, you actually can be very well off.
Making
so
great
why
money.
wouldn't you now come over here and play and get paid a chunk of money now? I didn't think there was the money in the NBL.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is they're playing the superstars the big time money, and everyone else is getting about $5.
Yeah.
Pretty much what the AFL does in their model, but it allows the great players now to stay in the competition and certainly earn a really good living.
Yeah.
And for Bryce, living in WA, playing under the Perth
He
Wildcats,
loves it here.
pretty famous around the streets, so he's doing a great job.
And we've got the bell tower here.
Yeah.
Why would you leave?
That's the
I mean,
main
why would
attraction,
you?
obviously. Well done, Bryce.
We're all probably going to pop down and see the bell tower today, aren't we?
On the way home, guys?
We can't
Just
get enough
across
of
the
it.
river.
We'll meet
Can't
you
get
there.
We're going to start with golf, actually. And Greg Norman's up and about this morning because the players that decided to take the big paychecks and come over to LIV Golf,
Yes.
which he represents,
Yeah.
are in danger of missing out on playing in the Olympics for their nations.
Oh.
If you play in the LIV Golf competition, because it's only 3 days versus 4 days of a normal PGA competition.
Oh, so
or
their
games-
qualification standards aren't up there.
No, they're saying...
But do they take into the account the party hole?
No, they're not, Nathan. That's
You're a big
right.
fan of the party hole,
I think
aren't
the
you?
party hole is wonderful. I haven't been to the party hole for a while.
I think you'd really like it still.
I know, but you can't go all the time. It takes its toll.
You can't,
It's a-
Shaun.
It does
You can't.
take its toll.
Yeah, it's a treat, Nathan.
It is a treat.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Why don't you treat yourself?
It's a sometimes food, isn't it?
It is a sometimes food. We actually, if you follow the LIV Golf, you'll see some of the best players in the world actually play.
Yes,
a
for
lot
sure.
of the best players in the world play. And
Yeah.
so someone like Cameron Smith, who was ranked, the top 3 or 4 in the world, is now slid to about 44. He's the Australian guy with the mullet.
Yes, I know. I saw his house. He did like a tour, an MTV
Crib style
tour. It's the saddest house I've ever seen.
Is it?
It's like when you can imagine your mate that has like his sick ute just wins lotto and buys the mansion that he's seen on TV in the 80s and then thinks that the only way to furnish it is to put one of those fake leather couches in there.
A big modular, right?
Leather.
Massive modular couch.
A massive modular. That's the way his whole place.
I guess from his point of view, he's hardly ever home, is he?
No, that's
because
really
he's travelling so much.
Yeah, no, he's a bogan.
And I feel like,
he's a bogan.
And that's right. The other thing on his wall is one of those signs you get from things that have like live, laugh, eat.
Oh yeah.
He's got that on his kitchen wall as well.
Like neon?
No,
or no?
no, it's just like it honestly looked like he got it from Things.
Okay.
Things with a Z.
Well, if they're going to rank the best golfers in the world, they've got to come up with a new way of giving these guys the credence they deserve.
Yeah. I mean, it's tricky, isn't it?
It is tricky, but at the same time, everybody acknowledges them still being some of the great players in the world, and certainly inside the top 10 rather than being just outside the top 50, which means you do not qualify for the Olympics.
It just seems like the whole golfing world is trying any way to punish them for being part of that competition. But did they not have the foresight to say that this is only a 3-day competition, we should make it a 4 for Olympic qualifications? Did they know that this was going to be a problem?
No, they just thought at the time that they would be able to run away with a league on the side, which gives fans more access to the best players. And say for us here in Australia, we would never get these players come down. They're going to play a LIV tournament down here. I think it's in April again.
That's the Adelaide one, yeah.
Adelaide one. And we would never have the access. So from Greg Norman's point of view, when they started this, clearly money was number one. Secondly was getting out to different areas around the world with the best players in the competition.
But they didn't think about the repercussions as far as qualifying for Olympics. And I mean, golf in the Olympics to me is still a little bit dicey anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's not the premier thing. I think the Olympics should be the best. It should be the pinnacle of the competition, and for golf it's not.
No, I guess so.
They just go and play for a bit of fun.
For breakdancing, which we're going to see in Paris this year.
It's going to be the pinnacle, right?
How are we not in that?
Breakdancing. I've got some really great moves.
Well, also, you're not in it because your body doesn't move, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only thing that's holding you back.
That's the only thing.
Your hips are short, your shoulders short, and you can't turn your head.
We've got to find a sport that we can get involved in. I thought that was going to be it, but you're right now.
Yeah.
No mobility.
Yeah, back to archery then, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Is that done?
Hold on to the dream.
No, thought you were going to.
Did you have anything to add, sports-wise, Nathan?
No, not really. Oh well, Travis Kelce plays sport. Do you know he spent $13,000 on Taylor Swift's Valentine's Day present?
Yeah,
that doesn't seem much.
And well, he just spent $2.5 million on a box at the Super Bowl, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
chump change, I suppose, from there.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think it comes to months.
I mean, if she wants something, she can buy it herself.
What did you get, Megan?
One rose. It was red.
It was red.
Okay, so I gave her the choice,
it was
red
a
or
red
yellow.
rose.
Red or yellow, because I bought her and Sonny one. I didn't get anything in return.
I can see your point.
Oh, Nova.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.